Hey there everybody, and welcome to another walkthrough by Blind Man, Let's Play, whatever you want to call it, although it's not going to be an actual walkthrough. And today I have for you Max Payne 2. Oh yeah. So we're starting this. Little disclaimer, not sure if I'm going to be able to complete this game, but I am going to do my best. And I'm cycling through the menu just to make sure that the little preview thing doesn't come up. So if you can see there is a previously thing. It'll talk about what happened in the previous game, but I did an LP of the previous game, so I trust that you've already seen that.
God, I turned out to be such a damsel in distress.
They were all dead. Love kills. Did I love her? Was there a choice? The past is a gaping hole. You try to run from it. The more you run, the deeper, more terrible it grows behind you. Its edges yawning at your heels. Your only chance is to turn around and face it.
We are at the sea. Repeat, we are at the sea.
But it's like looking down into the grave of your love.
Check the area. Hold your fire.
Or kissing the mouth of a gun, a bullet trembling in its dark nest, ready to blow your head off.
We're losing him.
Multiple gunshot wounds, pupils blown, head trauma, God only knows what
He's in
else.
shock. Start 2 large bore IVs, get him to ICU.
He's not responding. This guy is a train wreck. We're losing him.
When I woke up in the hospital earlier tonight, I thought it couldn't get any worse. I opened my eyes, and everything slid into focus. She was dead. I was hurt. My crime, what I had done, was like a hungry pit behind me. I had to run, get as far away from it as possible. The world was out of joint. I was hallucinating. I had to get away.
Max, the route's clear.
Allow me to present Max Payne.
Come on, officer.
We're here.
David, my friend.
You need to get out of there. We need to leave now. Sorry,
So we did the first game about 3.5 years ago, and I thought it was high time I continue this series. I did start The Evil Within 2, I did a video for that. That's going to be a bit slow going of a playthrough for a while. Mainly because I feel like this series is one worth continuing before I really dig into The Evil Within 2.
Max, what's going on?
I'm not disliking that game so far, and we'll certainly get there, but it could take a little bit.
There.
Max Payne! Drop your weapons! NYPD, freeze! What were you thinking?
Back off.
What are you so afraid of? What do you want from me?
There was a blind spot in my head, a bullet-shaped hole where the answer should be. Call it denial. I wanted to dig inside my skull and scrape out the pain.
I think they have a different voice actor for Max in this game, although he does a good job of sounding like Max, so it's not an incredibly jarring transition. It might be more so if I were more familiar with the first game, but like I already said, I completed that game about 3.5 years ago, so it's been a while. And we'll get to that phone call eventually. I have issues trying to open these crates.
The Payne residence. Dr. Magdalena from ER. You can give away the bed you were holding for me. That detective we were waiting for was DOA. She's headed for the morgue.
Well, shit. So I guess we're heading for the morgue to see that body. Good times, good times. This game controls so weirdly. There's aspects of this game that remind me of...
I'll deal with Payne. He's as good as dead.
Freeze, NYPD!
Found him.
modern games, and there are other aspects that are very dated. So it'll be an interesting playthrough going forward. I am happy that at least the right analog stick
She's one of them. She's here to kill me.
Back off, Payne.
Winterson!
does adjust the camera, so that's something. I'm wondering if the detective who they mentioned is dead is the one that we'll see later on this video. This game is going to pull a God of War Ascension, Uncharted 2, Uncharted 4 situation where we're playing right now, but we're going to get flashback to a previous point in the timeline. I'm not a huge fan of that storytelling device, but it's what we have to deal with, so we're going with it. So a lot of the dialogue that we've heard already we'll hear later on in the game. Even in this video, you'll notice one or two clips that we already heard in that scene.
Payne! You're not going anywhere. What happened out there? You did it. Eternal affairs was breathing down my neck. Did you do it? You killed her.
No, I can't.
Bullshit.
What the? It was my fault. You can't run from your past. You'll end up running in circles. Until you fall back down to the same hole you were trying to escape from. Only the hole's grown deeper.
He mentioned that he's hallucinating, so I assume Rivera dying there is a hallucination. He's the cop that was after Max.
I had tried to run from it, edit it out. Winterson was dead. I was a murderer.
In the first game.
A false start. The hospital bed wasn't the beginning. It was past the point of no return. A fatal choice already made. And it would get worse before the end. The past is a puzzle, like a broken mirror. As you piece it together and cut yourself, your image keeps shifting. And you change with it. It could destroy you, drive you mad. It could set you free.
You, inside. Drop your weapons and come out with your hands above your head.
You'll see the choices you didn't know you'd made, like staying at work late to chat with a friend, instead of hurrying home to your family.
Fan out, people! Circle around! Cover all the exits!
Kissing her, I think of the cold laws of cause and effect.
Where are those extra units? Call the Central! We need every available unit here now!
I am afraid, but I start again from the beginning. Trace my own steps to the scene of the crime. I had wanted to be punished for what I had done, but Alfred Woden had kept his word. With his influence, ridiculously, I had emerged from my history of violence unscathed. A hero. I didn't thank him. I couldn't stomach it. I left the DEA. I went back to where I had started out, back to the job, the NYPD.
Reported shots fired in the warehouse there, acknowledged.
It's mine. I'm on it.
10-4.
It wasn't a call for a homicide detective, but I knew the address. The warehouse belonged to Vladimir Lem. He was connected to organized crime. We went back a while, like brothers caught on opposite sides in a civil war. His words. I need backup. Unknown number of armed perps inside. Possible hostage situation.
10-4, backup is on its way.
I'm going in.
Yeah! So finally we can start actual gameplay. The first thing we need to do is find our way in. I mentioned this game does control kind of bizarrely. Damn it, come on, just let me through.
With no way to deal with the past, I kept my eyes on the road, off the rearview mirror and the roadkill behind me. I chased lesser mysteries, other people's crimes.
Rear View Mirror, that's a good Pearl Jam song. One of their better ones. And I'm not a huge Pearl Jam fan. I don't hate them, but... So that TV show is basically a parody of Max Payne in a Max Payne game.
NYPD.
Whoa, easy, officer, easy. Just cleaning the place. Come on, officer, it's all legit. I work for the Squeaky Cleaning Company.
You didn't hear anything suspicious just now?
No. Oh, wait. You mean the gun workshop upstairs?
Take me there. Move.
Sure, officer. If that's what you want. You know, officer, you cops got it easy. All you have...
Perp's disguise didn't fool me. He was leading me into a trap.
I'm not sure what happens if you follow him. I assume you get swarmed by dudes. And we don't want to get swarmed by dudes. I mean, there are some people, both male and female, that would mind getting swarmed by dudes.
The perps were masquerading as cleaners.
And that's cool if that's what you're into. But that's not what this channel's about. Now, if a chick wants to get swarmed by me, that's a different story, but we're not going to talk about that. So if you raise this forklift, it creates a path. I go ahead and move forward to do what we need to do next, and I come back to this later. So that's why my stats might look a little different. I wanted to make progress before dealing with this crap, but we get items for coming up here. So I figured I would show it. The platforming in this game is pretty damn awkward. So now we need to get down without hurting ourselves. Too much anyways. Right. So there's going to be a jump cut as we head back to where I was before. We need to go through this door. And I'm a poet and I didn't know it. We hit. Oh, wait. That makes no sense. Well, it does. It's just really lame. So we're going to pretend I didn't say any of that. Damn it.
More than anything when they do that. It's an insult. That's what it is. We're trying to clean the place. They should have more sense than to bleed on the floor.
That's the ticket. We should find a way to kill him without spilling any blood. No gas or poison or something.
So I mentioned that I have issues with opening these cabinets and whatnot. Feel free to let me know if you want me to make sure to show the dialogue that a lot of these mobsters have. If you remember the first game, these mobsters have some random dialogue, which is pretty cool because it does give some sort of life to this universe. Especially since most of the story stuff happens in a sort of comic book strip format. Although so far I've noticed this game has at least a little bit more in the way of cutscenes than the first game did, which is nice. But we're still dealing with all the story stuff happening in those comic book strip formats, which I'm not a fan of.
The hardware's been bagged. As soon as the guys get Jackie Brown in there taken care of, we're done.
Okay. I'll round up the crew, make sure the cleanup's done. Bodies, blood, prints, air, mags, empty brass. When we're out of here, there won't be a shred of evidence for the cops to find.
And we'll see what they're talking about here in a bit. Also, let me know if you want me to turn the subtitles on. I'm normally not a fan of subtitles, but in this game's case, I don't mind doing it. How dare you try to surprise me? The only surprise I want is Mona showing up naked on an Egyptian rug.
Cleaned out.
Why Egyptian? I don't know, but we're going with it. And if you don't know who Mona is, again, watch the first game.
The answering machine had a message on it.
That's great, Max. We'll get to that when we get to it. We got things to do first. Mainly pick up supplies and whatnot. How y'all been? How y'all doing? I feel like I got stories to tell. I haven't been doing nearly as many videos lately. It's almost like since they put me back to work, I've had less time to do videos. Damn it, life. How dare you get in the way? Something else funny that I'm not sure if I want to talk about or not. You can look through these chests here to see if there's anything in there. Sometimes there will be, sometimes there won't. There wasn't for me. Let's go ahead and move forward. I believe we're going to pick up our shotgun here.
I told you to sit down.
At least ammo for it. Not really sure. Actually, I don't think we picked up the shotgun yet. Never mind. We'll get it eventually. I have not figured out how to switch weapons in this game yet. Still something I'm getting used to.
Enough chit-chat. Finish her.
Wait! The mob guys attacked us! I have no beef with you guys! You took them out! Listen, I work for Vladimir!
Honey, you work for no one.
What do you want? We can...
NYPD, drop them!
Finish her!
Oh, God, no!
Like all the bad things in my life, it started with the death of a woman. I couldn't save her.
Like all the bad things in my life. Oh, wait, what? What? Oh, why would I say that? And that'll have been muted. Damn it! Why? Why would I make such bad comments that would need to be muted? Son of a bitch. Okay, so we got some dudes hanging about here. I like that they comment on the state of things. I'm trying to be careful because I want to at least try to take them by surprise as best I can. I'm not exactly a professional at this game. This is my first time playing this. I do like the bullet time, though. Dude, take a seat. Motherfucker. So feel free to let me know if you want me to show me running around picking up stuff, or if you want me to hit a certain point and then have a jump cut back to that point while I go ahead and pick up supplies. You're going to see a little bit of both in this video. And at this point I tried to switch to another gun and couldn't figure out how to do it. Could not get the stupid inventory system to go away. Annoying, but what are you going to do? I did not see an option that told me how to do this. And unlike modern games, this doesn't give you a helpful tutorial prompt.
You've reached Annie Finn. I'm not here right now because I'm building some nasty things that kill. So leave a message after the beep.
You have one new message.
Sweet Annie. Vlad here, to be a gun in your gentle care. Ah, man can dream. Sorry I couldn't be there as promised. Something's come up. Nothing to worry about, but keep an eye out for trespassers. If anything happened to you, anything comes up, just whistle, and I'll be there.
You have no new messages.
I decided to mute the drunken singing I was doing at this moment. Damn you, how dare you interrupt me while I'm singing! Max is a musically gifted person and he does not need your judgments. Just because he was booed off the stage during the talent show when he was trying to sing the Doors' Roadhouse Blues and it went more like mumbling the song, doesn't mean that...
Come on, come on! Finally. Hey!
Mona?
Max, we gotta stop meeting like this.
Mona!
If you think nothing can get to you, you're lying to yourself. At best, you're temporarily dead. A lightning bolt can reanimate you without a warning.
Or dead inside, depending on where you're at. I think I'm near dead inside. But doesn't mean Max doesn't have feelings and he doesn't need people judging his talents. Max is people too, damn it!
My backup had arrived, but the cleaners were slipping away, making a run for it.
I've never been in a talent show because I have no talent. Damn it! So we're just going to move forward. This area took me a couple of tries to get through because I kept getting lost in here. If I were playing the PC version, this game would look a lot better than it does on this video. It looks worse on my TV than it does on this video. You got a bunch of different TV shows. I got a copyright issue with one of my videos for the first game because of a TV show. So we're not sticking around for that. We're going to move on as quickly as we can. Which is much like how I like to make love to the ladies. I mean, of course I like to take my time. You know, better make sure everybody's satisfied. Wouldn't want it to just be me that gets satisfied, would we? Take a seat. I may not be good at aim, but you know what? You're still gonna die because we're still in the early stages of this game. Later on in this game, I'm sure I'll be dying a lot. Which is part of why I feel like I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to complete this game. The first game was pretty challenging. And that game had hand cheats. This one doesn't. But no time to worry about that now. Be sure to run there because otherwise you will die. I found that out the hard way. Now we're just looking for a door so we can leave. There it is.
You all right?
I'm okay, damn it.
Hey, we're working together on this.
You got sloppy, Payne. You screwed up. It's unacceptable that she's dead. You can do better.
I played it as business as usual. But everything had changed the moment those elevator doors opened to reveal Mona. Annie Finn was a licensed gunsmith, licensed dealer in firearms.
Right. The property owned by Vladimir Lem. 3 groups. 1, DOAs who had connections to Russian OC.
Identified as Finn's employees.
2, the Mafia. And 3, the clowns wearing the cleaning company jumpsuits.
They mentioned a name, Kaufman.
This one's evil. It has only started. I don't like it. I don't like it a bit. It's yours, Payne. It makes no sense. For you, Winterson, homicide. Sebastian Gate. It's gonna be all over the news.
The senator?
Winterson was the ideal. What the job was all about. Someone to look up to. Bravura knew it too.
We got lucky. There's an eyewitness.
She hovered over my shoulder, whispering warnings. I didn't want to listen. Mona was the suspect in Winterson's case. I didn't tell them I had seen her. I wanted to stall. Maybe it was because she was alive when everyone else kept dying on me. Survivor's guilt washed away.
Detective Winterson's phone.
Give me that.
Your boyfriend.
The computer search on the squeaky cleaning company and Kaufman had come up empty. I needed to talk to Vlad, get his version, be the bearer of bad news on Annie Finn. Vlad had bought the old Ragnarok nightclub. He was renovating it into a trendy restaurant, Vodka. Mona's appearance had triggered a dislocation, schizophrenia. I felt elation, but with it, fear that all the past evils had come along for the ride.
Vlad! Max! 911! Bad guys with big guns! They've got me pinned down on the entrance hall! Could use some help! Could use it now!
I had to find another way to reach Vlad. No time to call backup. My case had a life of its own. I got in through the back door. Memories of my previous visit here lurked in the shadows, a musty smell under the coat of new paint.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to present Max Payne, New York's finest, with the biggest mobster body count ever. Dearest guests, prepare to die. Max, I'd love to come and welcome you, but I'm busy dodging bullets and hiding under a desk at the moment.
It appears shit's gone cray-cray already in the first video, so we'll see how this goes. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time with the second video of this lovely game.